another wine review. Before we get started, I want to give a few shout outs because last week we uploaded a video and we hadn't uploaded one for such a while, but we had such fantastic feedback, and I just wanted to give some shout outs to certain friends of ours who always leave a comment and lovely feedback, don't they? Absolutely, it's just, it means a lot to us. I tend to leave the comments for these videos for Rico to answer, but I do read them all, and some of them, it's so heartwarming. So I'm going to start off, and all of you are our friends. So Patricia D, thank you very much. Sabrina Shakofta, who is also a YouTuber, thank you. The beautiful Katie Cadell, you're all beautiful, but you know, Katie Cadell, who is also a YouTuber. Our lovely friend Gloria, again, you are all our friends. Thank you so much for all your comments. We love, you always give us kind of your feedback on the wines, whether you can get them or not. So it's really lovely to read all of your comments. Then we have our friend Daniel, who has also started uploading videos. Now, Daniel's comment was very amusing because he was saying that it was quite difficult to get...
No, lamb was very expensive in Australia.
Okay.
That's what Daniel was saying, and I replied to him that we get lamb in the UK that comes from New Zealand, which is an awful long way, and it's less expensive than the Scottish lamb or British lamb.
Yeah, actually, I'm looking at his comment here. It says, though lamb in Australia is now so expensive, you almost need to be an oil tycoon to pay for it. We were quite surprised with that. Then this comment tickled me pink. This is MC, I don't have the greatest eyesight, so it's MCIJA, so it's Jane. Hi Jane. She said in her comments, and when I was reading this, it was, honestly, like, this just makes it for me. I promise you, no one more enjoys these videos more than I do. Thank you for filming them. And then she says, in my next life, I hope to marry a chef. Best to both, Jane. And that really tickled me because then Rico replies, be careful what you wish for. Here I am. Oh my goodness, I nearly knocked my mind. Here I am, married to a chef, and he says, be careful what you wish for. Yes, exactly. So yeah, that really just tickled me. And my friend Jules, hi Jules. She's just, I mean, just hi, you know. And then we have Bamagal, who I think she actually, she favours Rico to me, but hi anyway from me too. Then we have Terry and Paul. Terry and Paul was the one that was last messaged me and said, where are the food and wine videos? So here we are back again, Terry and Paul, hi. Then we have another fellow Scot, Miss Ray-Ban, hi. She's another one that was like, where are the food and wine reviews? So she said, hooray! Feels like Sundays are back. I mean, honestly, how amazing are these comments? And then there's our friend Margaret Short, who just, hi Margaret, who's another fellow Scot, and yeah, and another wine lover. Anyway, I think it's time we got started with the video on what we're reviewing. Rico was mentioning something about surf and turf, and it's champagne on the menu today, so cheers, and over to you, Rico.
What can I say? Welcome back everybody. As Andrew said, today we're going to cook a surf and turf. We're going to do it with crab claws and fillet steak, and we're going to accompany it with a risotto made of cauliflower, so it's keto friendly for Andrew. With that, we've decided to have champagne because we were having fillet steak and the crab claws. One's red meat, one's crab claws, and we said, what wine are we going to go for? We're going to have a Pinot Noir, we're going to have a Chardonnay, and I said, what we'll do is we'll have a champagne, because champagne goes with everything.
And as we're having champagne, I decided to dress for the occasion. And I forgot to say, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. A thumbs up is very much appreciated. And whilst you're there doing all of that, you can ring our bell.
So back to our wine of the week, should we say, our champagne. Champagne is of course a sparkling wine. And it gets the name of Champagne because it comes from the Champagne region in France. In Champagne there are two main towns. One is Reims and one is Epernay. And most of the big houses are in these two towns or around these two towns. There are 260 champagne houses. So these are the main producers of champagne that goes to export and around the world. And we today have Lanson Black Label, which is a brut champagne, and it's 12.5% volume. And Lanson is the house. It was established in 1760 and they have that on their bottle, and it is widely acclaimed around the world. This champagne is about £35 a bottle in the UK. The Black Label champagne was first introduced in 1937 by Victor Lanson. He first produced this Black Label champagne as an expression of freedom and as an honour to the Royal House of the UK. And Lanson have been providing the Royal House of the UK with champagne since 1900. Don't forget, 1937 was in the war years. So that's what the freedom thing was, and obviously,
right, okay.
Yeah. And am I looking forward to this? Of course I am.
I'm actually looking forward to this as well. Have I had this champagne before, Rico? It's not one that we.
I don't think so.
No, it's not normally one we'd. I don't know. How much did you say that was?
It's about £35.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just always thought that was kind of.
As I said, it is a brut. They do a white label, which is a sec, which is only dry, not as dry as this. But that, I don't think they do anything that's medium, like demi-sec.
Or rosé or anything like that?
They do rosé.
Alright, okay.
There is a rosé version. And
would that not be demi-sec?
No,
the rosé? Is it dry as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The only house that I've ever seen that does a demi-sec is Paul Roger. They do a demi-sec, which is a bit. I like my champagne brut. So let's pop it in the ice bucket here. Let's talk about the food. So we have some cauliflower which have blitzed in the food processor.
So this is what's going to represent the risotto?
Yes, that's going to represent the rice. That's the idea of it, yeah?
Yeah.
And we have some onion, garlic, thyme, butter, and this is Gruyere cheese, which we're going to finish off on the risotto. We have some fresh parsley, which we're going to use in the risotto as well, and with the crab claws. We have some crab claws here.
Which you've already cracked.
I've cracked them, yes.
And we purchased these from a local fishmonger.
Yep.
Called
Taylor's. We've got fillet steak, which is from our usual butcher Strachan's. We're going to use some olive oil, fresh cream, I should have said that's for the risotto, and salt and pepper, wine for the cooking, and we've got some garlic butter here for finishing the surf and turf.
And we have a recipe for this, for the garlic butter. I will link the video in the description box when I remember which one it is, but we have a recipe of how to make your very own garlic butter. And this is great just to have in your freezer when you need it, and just to kind of bring it out and slice it whenever you want to. You can even just dress a steak with garlic butter. This is perfect for anything on bread when you want to make your own garlic bread.
So we are going to start with the risotto. And once the risotto is cooking on, I'm going to cook the crab claws, get these two elements ready, so to speak, and then we'll cook the steaks, and then we'll plate.
So we're just heating the pan, because this is how these pans work. We have to heat them. Then Rico's going to add the butter. So just adding the butter now to the pan. I'm just going to allow the butter to melt down.
We're going to add the onion first.
So that's the butter now melted.
Just sweat that off for a few minutes.
I'd just like to add, Rico is wearing a glove because he's cut his finger, so that's why he's wearing a glove. This is out of habit because that's what he would normally do in the restaurant. It is plastered, but again, in the restaurant, when working as a chef, if you've cut your finger, you've got a plaster on, you used to have to wear a glove over that just in case the plaster comes off in the cooking. Is that correct, Rico?
Yeah, well, the plasters in the restaurant were always blue as well, so it's easier to see if anything like that happened, but we're always used to wear a glove. I actually cut it cracking the crab claws. There you go.
Losing your touch, Rico?
Garlic.
So again, you're just softening everything without colour.
That's right. And then we'll also put in the cauliflower.
And this is keto-friendly risotto, or it will be.
We're going to add some salt and pepper and some thyme.
I'm thinking that's going to need a lot of salt.
Don't forget we're putting Gruyere cheese in it as well. There'll be salt in the cheese. Just dry thyme. As you know, when you make risotto, you normally add stock to the rice to help it cook along. You can do that with this as well. But I'm not sure if these instant stocks are keto friendly, so I'm just going to use a little water.
Why do you need to add stock? Because with risotto you add it because it cooks the rice and it gives it that texture. So
Correct.
why are you needing to add that to cauliflower?
To help it cook off here, it's some sort of moisture to cook. Normally you boil cauliflower.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So it's probably absorbed all the butter now. And although these are EMCs and you can cook without oil or water or butter or whatever, we're not using a lid here because we're keeping it stirring because we don't want it to take colour either.
Right, so the steam's not doing its job, which is normally how these pots work.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're going to get the crab claws on the go. And we're going to put them in this pot. All we're going to do with the crab claws is I'm going to put a wee bit of oil in there. I'm going to put the crab claws in when the oil is really hot. Let some of the flavour of the shells come off and let things go on there. And all I'm going to do in there is put some lemon juice, some white wine, salt and pepper, put the lid on and leave them.
Adding oil to the pot.
Wine to the risotto, some more moisture.
We've already tasted this before the wine and it really got a lovely taste to it. Amazing what you can do with cauliflower. Even I am impressed with mere cauliflower.
Well, another thing is you don't want it to go that soggy way, that it's not like a risotto.
Overcooked.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, we'll add some cream now. We'll just let that cook off.
Just adding some parsley.
And then just turn the heat down a little bit more. Just let it cook off.
So you've got it, so it was at medium?
Medium heat, yeah, put it low now.
Number 2 now.
Yeah. So we're going to add the crab claws straight in here.
Just adding the crab claws. Adding some salt. Smells like fish and chips.
Add some wine. Slam the lid on and turn it down.
And that's it.
I'm going to add the lemon juice as well though. I'm going to add lemon juice to it as well. Just let the wine reduce down slightly and then we'll add the lemon juice. Okay, let's add some lemon to the crab claws. One whole lemon.
I hope you're going to shell these for me, Rico. Now adding the cheese to the grater. I'm just going to grate some cheese over our cauliflower risotto. Okay, the risotto is in here resting. The crab claws are in here cooking. Rico has just brought out his griddle, which is always greased. This is how he keeps it always greased in the cupboard. And he's now going to cook the steaks. So this is tough and this is soft. Just adding some olive oil to the steaks. So putting the oil on the steaks and not in the pan, although the pan is always oiled. Basically, a good frying pan is a seasoned frying pan. Okay, we're just seasoning the steaks. When I say we, I mean Rico. Just adding some salt, pepper, into the griddle. That'll be mine then that goes in first.
Yeah. Now we'll add some garlic butter in here. Just let that melt off.
Just add in Rico's steak now. Just adding some parsley. Adding some garlic to the steaks. Garlic butter. These steaks are going to come off now for a wee rest.
What was it you said last week? The crucials are tired.
That's the best part. See, if you had some bread, you're just See?
I can do that. Important to me.
I can't. Oh, that's the best part. Bit of bread and ducking it into your garlic butter. Okay, Rico has just simply sliced the steak. That's the cauliflower risotto, the crab claws. And the steak, and it's as simple as that. There you go, keto friendly cauliflower with risotto, crab claws done in garlic, and your steak. And Rico's just now adding some of the garlic butter over, and yup, absolutely delicious. So here is mine, which is being cooked further on, and here we have Rico's, which is how he likes his steak. Is that glove going to come off, Rico?
That what?
Glove?
Yeah, it's going to come off in a minute.
Pop. Is that not just the most amazing sound?
The bubbles of champagne. Is there a better sight in a wine glass? What we mustn't forget as well is it's a blend of grapes. 50% Pinot Noir. Normally make red wine with Pinot Noir. 50% Pinot Noir, 35% Chardonnay, and 15% Pinot Noir, another red wine grape. And this is what you get. Lovely. Almost a smell of what you would get in the morning in the grass in the springtime. It's that sort of dew in the morning and daffodils are out and lovely. Dry, refreshing, a very fresh wine. And a wee sort of citrusy note at the back of the palate. Lovely. Would you like to taste yours?
You gonna taste your dinner?
Yes,
or?
I'm going to taste the steak, so I'm going to just have a wee bit of steak and a bit of this cauliflower. Just before I tackle these crab claws. Steak's lovely, cauliflower's lovely.
I'm gonna taste my food first.
Okay.
Okay. Cauliflower is delicious. Steak is lovely as well. I'm going to try, unlike you, Rico, that wasn't willing to tackle the crab claws. I'm going to try.
Just use your fingers, honey.
Which is what I'm going to do off camera.
Okay. Do it on camera, on you go. That's the way. That's it. Is there another way?
They're tasty, but if I had to be honest, they're hard work.
They are hard work.
They're hard work, and really not something that you would do on camera, but off camera I'm going to enjoy them. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my champagne. Let me taste it. Oh, that's really delicious. And what I found surprising with it is, with champagne, sometimes you get that intense fizz in your mouth. But I found with this, you don't get that kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but it's this, with champagne, you quite often, is it the bruteness of it or the bubbles of it? It just hits you quite hard sometimes.
I think it's the way it's made.
Right.
Sometimes.
This is a really smooth champagne. And I don't know why I always assumed this wasn't up there with champagnes, but actually it's delicious.
Well, Lanson as we would pronounce it, but the proper pronunciation is Lanson, is one of the only houses, and when they make the champagne, they omit a process.
They omit
a process,
which
yes.
Is?
I'm not 100% sure. It's in the making of the wine. They do it for 25% or 30% of the grapes, but the rest they don't, and that gives it this distinction. Okay?
Absolutely delicious.
Anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
And remember, if you'd like to see more videos from us, I will link one here. When I say us, you know, maybe just me, but if you'd like to see more videos, I'll link one here, and if you're not already subscribed, just press the A right here, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.